Want to see what this tube, this fan, and my computer all have in common? Stay tuned. As you can see, we're on my favorite website, Thingiverse. This model was made by a user called Brandon W6. So if you want it, go check him out on Thingiverse. As you can see, it says it'll take about 13 hours. It actually takes longer than that, but that's just kind of the estimation. You want to be very careful when printing things that they are the right direction. As you can see here, I have the bottom part is the bigger piece. If you print it top up like this, you have all that overhang on the bottom, so you want to make sure that it's upside down so that this lip right here stays on the bottom so that it's not an overhang. Alright, now that we have both pieces off the printer, let's go ahead and put them together. I also printed this, which is just a little fan holder. It has a couple little print problems in it. As you can see here, it didn't quite print this part correctly. There's a layer that didn't print correctly, but it'll still work. The fan will fit perfectly inside of it, except for right here. I need to trim out a little piece for the cable, which I'm going to do right now. I just have a little pair of like snips. Since it is just plastic, this shouldn't be a problem. Just gotta pull the little layers off here. You gotta be really careful not to break this, since this print didn't print quite correctly. It's extra fragile. But I would normally just reprint this, but this is the second time I've already printed it. The printer filament had a fail, which I'm probably gonna do a separate video about. But see, I just notched out this little piece on the bottom so the cable can fit through. And then this is going to sit on top. Got little pieces of double-sided tape that I'm just gonna put onto the piece of the fan to kind of stick everything together. I'm gonna see if I can stick this to the actual fan bracket itself instead of the little rubber feet of the fan. Just because the feet themselves being rubberized as they are, for some reason the tape doesn't want to stick to them. I'm going to try this. I will probably someday reprint this black piece just because it is coming apart like that, and it is kind of annoying to me. Grab a couple more pieces to attach. This. This is all kind of more of a temporary way of doing it, kind of making sure everything works. You could, hot glue or something like that, all of this together. But we are going to be moving pretty soon, so I want to be able to take this all apart so I don't have the giant pipe sticking off the top of the thing. want to try to get power from the fan. Excuse me, from the fan that's in here, or to the fan that's in here. If you look right here, you can kind of see my finger. I'm gonna run the cable through the back, through this little slot. I'm trying to do this while filming at the same time, so excuse me if things get a little bit shaky. So since this is more of a flat cable, kind of just stick it alongside like that. What I'll probably eventually do is run a zip tie through one of these. Just hold it tight down to the back after we move and get settled in the new place. So it'll be just flat against the back. What I've already done here is you can see one of the fan clips from the fan that came with the computer. It has these little 3-prong or 4-prong clips. I ran an adapter or extender off of that to plug this into because this cord wasn't quite long enough, so I'm going to plug those in real quick. Alright, so as you can see, that's all plugged in. I'm going to route it next to this fan in like that, and then run this cable up along the top part of the motherboard and the case like that. And now all that's left is to put the side back on and fire it up, see how she looks. Alright guys, here it is all fired up. If you look down inside there, you can see the green of the fan. It eliminates a little bit at the bottom. You can kind of see that line where it didn't quite print correctly. And actually, surprisingly, unless you're looking directly up at it like this, you can't even see any of the color bleed through. And there I am. Hello.